Good morning. My name is Mario Gomez. I'm Day Operations with California Incident Management Team 1. I'm going to give you your morning update with the east zone of the Dixie Fire. The current acreage for the Dixie Fire is 963,195 acres, and that's no change from yesterday. And the current containment, we're looking at 90% contained. Today I'm going to start with our hand line by Taylorsville. Here, this hand line over by Taylorsville is something that we've been working for the last week and a half. We're going to continue to staff it today with Beckworth Hotshots. They're going to send half their crew in from the top and the other half their crew in from the bottom and mop up and secure any threats to the line. This section of hand line here by Taylorsville, we're going to staff again today with Beckworth Hotshots. Half their crew is going to go in from the top and the other half the crew is going to come in from the bottom, and they're going to continue to patrol and mop up and secure any threats to the hand line. Coming on up into Romeo, which is Grizzly Ridge, resources are patrolling this section of line, and they're going to be working on suppression repair on Grizzly Ridge. Moving on down into Lake Davis, resources are going to be patrolling and working on suppression repair on the Beckworth Genesee Road. This dozer lines that you can see here is where a majority of the work's going to take place. Coming on over onto Turner Ridge, resources are patrolling. The suppression repair has been completed in this section of our dozer line. And moving on down into Dixie Valley, resources are also patrolling and working on suppression repair on these dozer lines here. The heat that we were working on a couple days ago by Dixie Mountain hasn't posed any threat to our line in a couple days, and we were going to monitor it by air today, and that also holds true for this section of hand line here that butts up against the Beckworth Complex fire scar. Moving on down into Division Papa, resources are patrolling and working on suppression repair along the 395 corridor. We're getting a lot of calls for service along the 395 corridor, and folks are going to maintain a active patrol and respond to calls for service. Coming on up into the Black Mountain area, resources are patrolling and doing suppression repair. This meadow here that you can see on the map is getting worked on today with hand crews and heavy equipment. They're working on the dozer lines that were put in that on that meadow. And then this section line here that you can see, the suppression repair has been completed and it is in a patrol status all the way back to the Walker fire scar. Coming up to the spot fire up by Taylorsville, resources are patrolling this entire spot fire. Suppression repair has been completed down along the front country here on the 395 corridor, and folks are out patrolling up in here on this dozer line. The suppression repair has been completed. Moving on over into Antelope Lake, resources are working on suppression repair around Antelope Lake, and they're going to continue working to the northwest along Fruit Growers Boulevard. And this entire section is in a patrol status. Folks are going to be maintaining an active patrol all the way up to the east-west zone break. Coming on down into Indian Valley, folks are patrolling and responding to calls for service. We had 3 calls for service out by Greenville yesterday, and folks are going to continue to maintain a presence and provide a response to smoke reports. Coming on down into Taylorsville, again, all this section of the fire here is in a patrol status. We've got folks working on suppression repair around Mount Huff, and then dropping down into Ketty along this section of the fire here, resources are patrolling and working on suppression repair all the way out to Indian Valley, or correction, Meadow Valley. Around Meadow Valley, resources are working on suppression repair and maintaining an active patrol. The 2 main areas of focus are here, the dozer line that you can see that takes off around Meadow Valley, and then the Pacific Crest Trail, which is here in the Bucks Lake Wilderness. The remaining section out towards Story is in a patrol status. All the suppression repair has been completed. And now I'm going to talk about the interior island that we have up by Caribou. We have 2 engines and 2 water tenders, again, staffing this section. We had an interior island that popped up a couple days ago, and we were able to get resources to it. Yesterday, we inserted 2 engines and 2 water tenders, and they secured and mopped up 50 feet. Today, they're going to be continuing that mission, looking for 100 feet of mop up with this interior island here that you can see in the CHIPS fire scar. Also, resources today, our primary focus is going to be to secure our control lines. We have a northeast wind coming, so folks are going to be in place to deal with the change in wind conditions and provide a call for service for all the smoke reports that we're getting. And that's the end of your morning report. Thank you and have a good day.